let's continue on and speak with Wuklamot again to take on the next level 90 main story quest entitled The Lifting of Wings. Wuklamot settles down to rest before the festival gets underway. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Indeed we should. So, sometime later, as the clouds start to roll in. Over there by the float, isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Hanuhanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Well, don't forget the big scary guy. Yeah, he's like, I heard that. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kona out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. Yeah, all within earshot. That sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Well, we'll see if your solution bears fruit too. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. And here they come. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for miles. We had a turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Anvil's twisted in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I had no idea that you guys wanted to compete in this too. Hey Elizabeth, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. No, I suppose not. Yeah, that is hilarious. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wukivu. All that's left is to attach them. Hey there, Wook. Has it been decided who will ride the floats? I don't know yet. Hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us in case you didn't hear it the first time because the stream went to commercial break during this cutscene. Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with its hurricane weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. And who would that be? Oh, who is it? Our beloved Ihihana, the Lifting Wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wuklamot, as our guest of honor. Wow. Me? Yeah, I mean, she's not the Dawn Servant yet, but really? I gotta think about this. Do you accept? This bolt won't make me seasick, will it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wuklamot. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanoiki, where the sacred likeness of Kizakihi is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wookiever is finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wookiever with the repairs. Alright. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. So, sounds like more combat is required. Alright. So let's dress for battle again and get moving. So we gotta go south this time. Yeah, it's great to see you, Elizabeth. Glad you make it. Glad you can make it. So here's where Wook and crew are. As Hanuhanu said, Kozanouki should be done this way, then off to the east where the path branches. Then something about bridges in the Stride of the Sun? Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've called all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kizaihi. And away they go. And we shall follow. Yeah, I can understand completely. In fact, I haven't been sleeping all that well this week. And this Saturday, I'm heading off to the Fan Expo convention in Toronto. But I'm still on the fence about whether or not I want to cosplay as Sailor Jupiter, like I've been doing for the last 2 years. Anyway, what do you say we get my fully loaded chocobo out onto the field and help out? Yeah, usually I wouldn't even hesitate to dress up, but this year, I'm just... It's hard for me to feel it as much as I've done so on previous years, and even previous conventions earlier this year, where I'm just like, not even giving it a second thought. I'm absolutely doing it. As we pass by Krell, it looks like she's painted a pretty picture of a dead enemy. And we'll cross the bridge in order to get to our next required battle at these crossroads on this island. Alright, let's lock horns with some birds. Got a Calibri coming this way, and there's his friend over there. Yeah, my gear is so overpowered right now that I'm able to breeze through these things in a matter of seconds. So across the bridge we go, and let's get back onto the mainland. Looks like we'll pass through this arch. Oh, yeah, Wuklamata has claimed a victim of her own, an Ochu. Yeah, so we know we're going the right way, and B, our allies are doing a great job. And there's Alpha Node. Let's see what he's killed. Looks like 2 frogs, by the looks of it. Yeah, shot him with that sage magic of his. Alright, round 3. This time it's an Ocelot, aka a Curl. Lights out for you, and as for your friend, he shall soon suffer a similar fate. In fact, he won't even get off that AoE. Alright, northward. need another refuel of water. That's so helpful. So now that we made it over here, we see the idol that they worship around here. Yeah, it's quite an impressive structure. Hello, everyone. Ah, you are a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of XIV, the Hanuhanu deity of the harvest. Even the sacred images are woven with weeds, or it reminds me of something I saw in Academia Anider, or I was half expecting a flying whale. Well, given we're inland, I don't think whales would be able to swim upstream to this extent. Yeah, and I don't think even Wuklamot knows what Academia Anider is, so let's go with option 1. Makes you appreciate how much their culture revolves around the reed harvest, doesn't it? It's said that XIV was worshipped on another continent, that this ancient faith was then brought to Tehral by the first Hanuhanu. Interesting. The Hanu migrated here from another continent. Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Hanuhanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. And away she goes. Meanwhile, back in Okehanu. Yeah, what exactly is going on? Hey there, Wook. Oh.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
Yeah, he is coming to be disruptive.
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you.
Yeah, but are you gonna turn tail if he really does something you don't like?
Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
Wow. Let's hope we cut them off before that happens.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Yeah.
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float! Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
Oh, they're all trying to be brave right now.
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
That can be arranged?
Very well. If that's what you want.
Oh wow, they're actually gonna go through with it. The answer is yes. But yeah, it's her you want, not him. Incoming! Yeah, stand your ground, girl.
I put everything into that blow.
Good. the better for you to understand the gulf between us.
Oh, I doubt she's gonna give up very easily.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
I doubt she'll do that. Meanwhile, we're on the scene. Yeah, would you like to pick a fight with us?
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
You don't know what we're capable of, do you? Meanwhile...
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Oh, really?
Then it would be foolish to expand the effort, sweating nuts.
Ugh.
Lucky for you. Eh.
Maybe it's more lucky for you, because you would have been outnumbered. Yeah, get on out of here!
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Yeah, on your feet, girl.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
No, but she really did stick her neck out there.
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yeah, back to business. The business of having fun.
Yes! Yes, we are!
Yeah, that'll put a smile on her face. Yeah, let's forget about that ugly mug. And so now that that's been dealt with... Tiger Queen, huh? Alright, Linu. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well not have been there at all. Nonsense. You stood your ground and bought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Like, thanks. So, with that, we'll take our near 1,000,000 experience points, 1,346 skill, plus choice of dyes. We have Pumpkin Orange, Ochu Green, and Celeste Green. And for me, it doesn't really matter which one. Plus, also we have the Nightworld silver pieces, which are no much better than regular silver pieces. So, we'll just take the Pumpkin Orange. Not that I use any of these dyes myself, but it's nice to know that we can have use of them. So, let's go ahead and speak with Wukivu to take on the next level 90 main story quest entitled Knowing the Hanuhanu. Wukivu wishes to spread word that the festival will soon be held. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it will be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminders are necessary. Oh, Kali! See? I remember! Yeah, there she goes. So, yeah, everyone will do their thing, and even Erenville will get involved. With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase containing the word Ohokali to greet the Okanu villagers. Yeah, it can be a bit tricky to spell though, so you gotta make sure you spell it right. So, this is what it looks like when properly completed. So you can see that we have both eyes are in place, we have a new set of feathers, And this pole is now properly fixed. So let's see if we can invite people to come and join us. Need to find a way to get to them though. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we can see a whole bunch of people will now be offering us quests when we have the opportunity to do them. Yeah, we're right back at the Dispirited Hanu we met over an hour ago now. So let's get the chat to be properly put in. Yeah, initially when I was looking at this, I thought it was typed with a double L, but no, it's an L and then an I. So say Ohokali, and there you go, Ohokali! Now that I got you to do that, the festival is about to begin? What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there! Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Yeah, it sounds like we turned you around. Now let's turn around over here. And we find a mournful Hanu. And it seems like we'll be having to raise a lot of spirits. Hello there. Oh, Kali! Yeah, we need to tell you something. What? The float is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration and not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Alright, and then the opposite direction. And over here, overlooking the scenery, is this melancholy Hanu. Yeah, keeping watch by this light. Yeah, let's get you to put your hands up. Oh, Kali! Hello there. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? I need some more time to mull it over. Well, hopefully you come to a decision soon, because it won't be long before we get started. Need to make sure I can actually get to where I need to go. Because, yeah, especially when it's nighttime, you can't necessarily see the path all that well. Alright, back over to Wukibu. The Hanu were pleased to hear that festival was going ahead, I imagine. Indeed. That as well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. So, as we're making some last-minute preparations in the middle of the night, yeah, looks like we have some Hanu saying hello. Nice to meet you. Oho Kali, by the way.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Let's hope you're right.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Yeah, climb on board.
Right. Off we go.
Yeah, she can't wait to get started. Yeah, it seems like there's even a convenient cushion for you to chill out
Ihihana
on.
is a prayer for bountiful harvest, but this is not its only meaning.
Oh, yeah, go on.
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out! But do not even think of dropping her!
Yeah, because we wouldn't want that. Yeah, show off how strong the four of you are. Yeah, one of them needs to light things up.
And...
Away they go. Off screen. But away they go. Like, they're so strong.
I could get used to this.
Yeah, they're so strong they can hold it over their heads. Yeah, they're not merely lifting it, they're holding it over their heads. That's how strong they really are. And it doesn't take long for people to notice.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Yeah, Wookiever was not kidding when he said that Hanu will not be able to resist coming in.
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promised would ride our boat again.
Yeah, thanks, Hanu, for noticing.
We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Look how happy she is. And look how happy the Hanu are.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Yeah, show off how strong you are and carry that distance. And with all the Hanuhanu following along, and us in tow as well. I hope you've enjoyed the ride there, Third Promise, because obviously it's not going to be this fun or exciting in any of the other things we're going to be doing down the line. As we once again have a look at the big idol in the middle of the building.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Oh, look at him go. And even Wook is glowing. And so are the rest of us. Who knew we had it within us?
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy.
Pretty cool, huh? And look at those eyes glow.
Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Jeez, those things are lasers! Look at those lasers shine and then become a whole bunch of sparkles! Yeah, Wook is loving this. And all those sparkles radiate all over the place. As you can see, the river's picked up a lot of fallen trees. And meanwhile, over in the paddies, I would say we succeeded. Those reeds are looking a lot better now. Behold the fruits of our labor.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing. To think that such a thing was even possible.
Quite cool, huh? And it helps to light up the night. Add some more stars to the stars in the sky. Well, Wook, what do you think? Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Well, I can't blame you for wanting to see what you've accomplished. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at their carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. Yeah, let's take a look around. She's so happy. So happy. Meanwhile, there's still some reeds that are not in as good shape.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I guess we have to do the festival more?
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account.
Oh, hello there.
Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
Oh, is that so?
We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Yeah, that is lax.
But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
Yeah, with Wukivu's assistance. Oh, meanwhile...
Kona!
Yeah, where have you been all this time?
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Oh, that unpleasantness? Oh, what do we have here? And as it turns out, same effect from one drop.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Was it fertilizer?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Oh? Yeah, obviously he would have met some while he was in Charlotte.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Ouch. Yeah, like how could you say that in front of someone?
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
It was more labor intensive though.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
That's cool.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
And I don't think anyone else will either.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
And so with that, mission accomplished. Here you go, kiddies. So let's add this to our collection. And we now have a perfect pair.
5 more to go.
And on to the next.
Not even gonna say goodbye.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
Well, that's definitely rivalries in effect.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
Yeah, I think we've won them over.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
And that includes you, Wook. But be careful with that bipolar disorder you've got. You don't want you flying off the handle next time.
These are interesting times indeed.
Yeah, and hopefully your Hanu friends can keep you in line too. Meanwhile,
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
oh, you got some of your own?
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
So yeah, they'll find another random patch of reeds and use the exact same thing, right? Alright, Wook. Let's speak with you. My journey has just started and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wook even for one, he's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Hanuhanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking what else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Jabal Tai. So for now, our work here is done. But for now, we're heading on back to Tulihiola. Alright, so back over to the Bayside Bevy. And we'll reunite with our crew. Look at us! The contest has barely begun and we've already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. Well, as far as we know, each of them has 1. We can only hope. Well, for now we'll leave the hopes and put them aside, so we'll take our nearly million experience points and 1,130 gil.